The T-Mobile Arena buzzed with anticipation for UFC 316, its lights shining bright over Las Vegas. Fans from around the globe gathered for a night of unforgettable fights, each one hoping to witness history in the making. The spotlight was on the welterweight clash, Kevin "Trailblazer" Holland versus Vicente the Silent Assassin Luque, two of the division's most exciting fighters. Both men were known for their striking, but each brought a unique twist to the octagon, making this matchup especially intriguing. Holland, with his unorthodox style and constant chatter, was as unpredictable as he was dangerous, always keeping opponents guessing. Luque, stoic and relentless, was famed for his toughness and forward pressure, never backing down from a challenge. This wasn't just another fight, it was a pivotal moment for both careers, with everything on the line. Holland aimed to prove he was a true contender at 170 pounds, ready to take on the best in the world. A win over Luque would be a statement, a message to the entire division. For Luque, it was a chance to reassert himself among the division's elite, to remind everyone of his dangerous skill set. The outcome would shape the future for both fighters, potentially altering the welterweight landscape. The crowd erupted as the fighters entered the octagon, the energy in the arena reaching a fever pitch. Bruce Buffer's booming voice set the stage, adding to the sense of occasion. Both men looked focused, touching gloves in a show of respect and sportsmanship. The referee gave final instructions, reminding them what was at stake. The bell rang, and the arena was on its feet, every eye glued to the action. The energy was electric. Everyone sensed something special was about to unfold, a fight to remember. This was the kind of matchup that defines mixed martial arts, where styles and wills collide. Two warriors, two styles, one defining moment in the octagon. The war was about to begin and the world was watching. The first round delivered instant action. Holland used his reach, firing jabs and creative kicks to keep Luque at bay. He taunted and talked, trying to disrupt Luque's focus. Luque stayed composed, absorbing shots and patiently closing the distance. He answered with punishing leg kicks, aiming to slow Holland's movement. The exchanges were sharp. Holland landed a crisp right, Luque countered with a brutal body shot. In the clinch, Holland's elbows opened a cut near Luque's eye. Luque responded with short, powerful punches to the body, forcing separation. The crowd roared with every significant strike. Both fighters had their moments, making it a tense back-and-forth round. The technical chess match kept fans on edge. As the horn sounded, the arena erupted in appreciation. The first 5 minutes set a blistering pace. Both men showed why they're among the division's most exciting. The stage was set for an even more intense second round. The best was yet to come. Round 2 began, the tension in the air even more palpable than before. Both fighters started making subtle but crucial adjustments to their approach. Holland targeted Luque's legs with sharp, stinging, low kicks, disrupting his base and balance. He showed his fight IQ, adapting quickly to Luque's relentless pressure. Luque, undeterred, pressed forward, determined to close the distance and impose his will. He wanted to turn the fight into a gritty, close-quarters battle, testing Holland's resolve. Holland was forced to circle and reset, working hard for every inch of space he could claim. The momentum shifted as Luque committed to a hard, thudding body kick. Holland, anticipating this moment, executed a perfectly timed catch. In a split second, he scooped up Luque's leg, seizing the opportunity with lightning reflexes. The fight's dynamic changed instantly, catching the crowd's attention. Holland drove forward, tripping Luque's standing leg with precision. Luque crashed to the canvas and Holland landed in top position, ready to capitalize. The crowd erupted. This was the turning point everyone had been waiting for. Holland transitioned from striker to grappler, taking control of the fight's tempo. Luque, now on his back, faced a completely new challenge. Holland methodically established control, landing ground and pound with calculated precision. He forced Luque to defend, patiently waiting for an opening to finish the fight. Every escape attempt was shut down by Holland's heavy, smothering top game. The strikers' duel had now become a grappler's showcase, a true test of skill. Holland was now dictating the fight, controlling every moment from the top. Holland's takedown was a masterclass in timing and technique. He used Luque's momentum, tripping him effortlessly to the mat. The crowd sensed the fight had shifted. On top, Holland was patient and precise. He controlled Luque's hips, postured up, and landed sharp elbows and punches. Each strike forced Luque to react, creating openings. Holland's ground and pound was relentless but calculated. Luque tried to tie up Holland's arms and create space, but Holland's control was suffocating. Every escape was met with a quick adjustment. The fans watched, knowing Holland was setting a trap. This was a new side of Holland, a mature, dangerous grappler. Luke, usually comfortable in chaos, was now in survival mode. Holland's dominance on the ground was clear. The momentum was firmly in his favor. The crowd sensed a finish was coming. Holland was hunting for more than just control. He was setting up for the kill. The submission threat was looming. With Luke focused on defense, his attention was locked on Holland's every move, anticipating the next attack. Holland set up the Darce choke, patiently working his arms into position. He controlled Luke's head, waiting for the perfect moment to strike and tighten his grip. As Luke turned to escape, searching for any opening, Holland threaded his arm under the armpit and around the neck, locking in the submission. The trap was set. Luke was in deep trouble, caught in a dangerous position. Holland locked his hands, forming a tight V around Luke's carotid arteries, cutting off circulation. He sprawled back, driving his shoulder in, tightening the choke with every second. The pressure was suffocating. Escape was nearly impossible for Luke. Luke, known for his toughness, fought desperately, refusing to give in easily. He twisted, tried to break the grip, but Holland's squeeze was relentless and unyielding. The Darce choke cut off blood flow. Seconds mattered more than ever. The referee watched closely as Luke's options vanished, ready to intervene. Realizing he was caught, Luke tapped, signaling his defeat. The referee jumped in. Holland had done it, securing a dramatic victory. He released the choke and stood, beaming with triumph and pride. Holland had submitted one of the division's toughest fighters, making a statement. The crowd erupted in celebration, the arena filled with energy and excitement. Holland's game plan was executed to perfection, every move calculated. He proved he was more than just a striker, showing true versatility. Holland had arrived as a complete mixed martial artist, earning respect. The arena buzzed with respect for his performance and his incredible skill. Holland's victory was historic. Luke had never been submitted in his UFC career. He'd faced elite grapplers and always survived. Holland's Darce choke was no fluke. It was a product of strategy and skill. He used striking to set up the takedown, ground and pound to open the submission. It was a flawless performance. For Luke, it was a tough loss, exposing a rare vulnerability. But as a true professional, he'll learn and return stronger. The result sent shockwaves through the welterweight division. Holland proved he's a threat on the ground, not just the feet. Opponents can no longer assume grappling is his weakness. Holland's arsenal now includes dangerous submissions. Future challengers will have to rethink their approach. This win redefined Holland's reputation. He's now a legitimate contender with a complete skill set. The division had been put on notice. As the fight ended, Holland's personality lit up the arena. He leaped onto the cage, celebrating with the roaring crowd. Fans cheered for the spectacular finish and Holland's infectious energy. He showed respect to Luke, embracing him in a moment of sportsmanship. In his post-fight interview, Holland broke down the finish, crediting his coaches and training partners. He entertained the crowd with his trademark charisma. Then, he called out top contenders, making his intentions clear. Holland knows how to keep his name in the headlines. His self-promotion and showmanship matched his fighting skills. As he left the octagon, he high-fived fans, soaking in the moment. This was a career-defining win. Holland had beaten a top-ranked opponent in style. He'd shown new dimensions to his game. The co-main event spotlight suited him perfectly. Holland had arrived as a star in the welterweight division. The fans wanted more. The future looked brighter than ever. Holland's performance earned him a Performance of the Night bonus. The $50,000 reward was recognition for his flawless finish. More importantly, it cemented his status as a top contender. Beating Luke will move him up the rankings and set up another big fight. His post-fight call-outs will shape his next challenge. Holland is now on the cusp of title contention. Another win or two could earn him a shot at UFC gold. For Luke, it's time to regroup and rebuild. He'll recover, return to the gym, and look to bounce back. Both men's journeys continue, but the spotlight now shines on Holland. The welterweight division just got a lot more interesting. Fans are eager to see what's next for the Trailblazer. The road to the title is wide open. UFC 316's co-main event was a showcase for Kevin Holland's evolution. He blended striking and grappling with intelligence and flair. His decision to catch Luke's kick changed the fight. The takedown and submission were executed with precision. Holland proved he's no longer a one-dimensional fighter. He's a threat everywhere, on the feet and on the ground. Submitting Luque was a statement to the division. Future opponents must respect every aspect of his game. Holland entered as an entertainer and left as a true contender. He showed maturity, skill, and a champion's mindset. The win over Luque was more than a victory, it was a declaration. Holland is ready for the biggest challenges at 170 pounds. The future is bright for the Trailblazer.